Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ron's Rides. I'm here at Maserati Alfa Romeo of Daytona Beach, and I am also here with the 2018 Alfa Romeo Stelvio, the cheapest Stelvio you can buy right now at $42,990. Now, I'm going to explain to you why it is what it is as far as the price. Now, you think the cheapest, you think as in quality. It's not the quality, it just doesn't have as many options on it, but everything else is the same. For instance, the powertrain, everything else is the same. You're still looking at 280 horsepower, 306 foot-pounds of torque, 144 top speed in a 0 to 60 time in 5.4 seconds. Now, the Stelvio is actually coming up on a year old. It's going to be celebrating its birthday soon. We got our first shipments in October of 2018, or sorry, October of 2017 as a 2018 model. So now with the 19s coming out soon, this will be close to being a year old. So the Stelvio hasn't been around too long. Giulia has only been around 2 years, but they're still doing pretty good in the market. So I want to explain to you guys why this is a pretty good buy for $42,000. So let's go over a few things with this Alfa Romeo. It is an Alpha White, which is the base model white for the Alfa Romeo lineup. You also have a black interior, black on black, shall I say, interior in the inside here. Now you're wondering, what do you kind of get with all Alfa Romeos as far as the base model, the TI, the sports, everything like that? Well, you're getting stuff like that aluminum turbocharged engine, which is an inline-4 that we spoke about. You're also getting chassis domain control, which is a 50-50 weight distribution across front and rear axles. You're getting the Alpha Link rear suspension as well, 8-speed automatic transmission, which is the ZF transmission. You also get the rear backup camera with dynamic grid lines. Okay, you also have the Alpha DNA mode selector. You do get premium acoustics with Alfa Romeo as far as the Harman Kardon sound upgrade. Okay, you also do get the Forward Collision Warning Plus, the 8.8-inch screen, all that kind of stuff. Now, so what are some things we have on this specific Stelvio? Well, we do have 18-inch wheels. We do have all-season tires. They're run-flat tires as well. LED daytime running headlights, LED taillights, dual bright aluminum exhaust tips, aluminum roof rails. We also have privacy glass on the rear doors, quarter panel, and lift gate. Okay, we also have the 4-wheel disc Brembo front brakes, the silver brake calipers with black script. You also have ambient lighting package, the steering wheel mounted audio controls, leather wrap, flat bottom steering wheel. You also have the rear parking sensors, the rear backup camera, remote keyless entry, push button start, remote start system, the start stop system, the DNA mode selected that we have right here that I pointed out briefly, carbon fiber drive shaft, cruise control, power folding heated mirrors, rain sensitive windshield wipers, power lift gate, a little bit of everything here. I'll show you the complete sticker in a moment, but let's talk about what the difference is between what this model would be and what the next model would be. Now, just a couple of quick tidbits about the Stelvio. It is a smart all-wheel drive. It's not all of the time, it's when you need it. The torque will kick in when it is needed. You will always see a Q4 badge on the back of the Alfa Romeo because that's what it is. It's always an all-wheel drive, no matter what. Now, with this, you are getting a dimension of 185 inches in length, 75 through 77 in width, and 66 inches in height. And the curb weight is 4,044 to 4,360 pounds for the Stelvio. Now, for the tire package, you do have the 18-inch aluminum wheels as opposed to going to the more expensive option that is part of the $2,500 TI Sport package and getting the 20-inch sport wheels. Now, with those wheels, you get Continental tires. With these wheels, you're looking at the Bridgestone tires. You also can get red caliper with white script, which just is a few more $100 just to add on to that and make it a little bit more stylish and a little bit more sportier. Now, another place you can save some big bucks is this roof here. It's the aluminum roof. What if you did the dual pane sunroof with the gloss black antenna? That's an extra $1,350 US just for the dual pane sunroof and the gloss black antenna. If you don't need the sunroof, and a lot of people say that they don't, especially in hotter climates, if it's something you're not going to use, don't pay the $1,350 for it. As I mean that's a big charge there. you know, for something that you may not use all the time. But that's another option where you can save a little money by just keeping your roof the solid color. Same with your antenna. You'll only get the gloss black antenna if you get the dual pane sunroof. Now, if you're gonna miss it that bad, then just wrap your antenna black or wrap your roof black. Have the same exterior effect, but you don't actually have to pay for, you know, to have a hole in your roof. Now, something else is a part of that TI Sport package where you get the 20-inch wheels is the gloss black trim package. It changes two things, and they might be very significant to you, especially if that's your style. You see the trim along the windows here? Those will be done in black. You see the roof rails? That will also be done in black. Now, the trim will be done in a gloss black to where the roof rails will be done in more of a matte black. So both of those finishes will be done if you do the TI Sport package. Any Sport package you see on a Stelvio, you'll notice right away because of the gloss black package. Kind of like the Nerissimo package with the Maseratis. Now, inside in the back of the Stelvio, you do have a convenience package that you can have for an extra $150. This is another thing that you probably won't use, and if you do use it, it may be worth it to you. If you don't, scrap that whole option, which is more of a cargo net and cargo rail system. The rails would go here, right along the side. You see the cutouts already here for it, and you'll get a cargo net to where if you lift it up here, in one of these compartments, there'll be what it is, a cargo net. Now, I'll show you guys all of this stuff on another highly spec'd out Stelvio so you can see exactly what I'm talking to in relation, because you might feel like you want that option, or you'll see it and you're like, I really don't need that. But you do get plenty of space in the back on each model. It doesn't matter which one you use. All three seats fold down. I mean, 55.8 cubic feet of space. You have plenty enough when everything's folded down. And I mean, if you need the cargo net, go for it. If not, you can save yourself $150. Now, a good way that this car saves on a little extra cash is the driver assistance package. This is where it really adds up, okay? So you have two different driver assistance packages. You have your driver assistance static package and your driver assistance dynamic package plus. Okay, so your static package will include blind spot and cross path detection. It'll also have the auto dimming exterior mirrors. $650 for that package, okay? But then you're talking about the driver assistance dynamic plus package. That package there includes the adaptive cruise control with stop and go, the 4 collision warning plus, the lane departure warning, automatic high beam headlamp control, and infrared windshield. That's a big price there, $1,500. So you're already looking at what, about $2,100, $2,150 to save on just not getting this package. It really helps in the long run if these are options that you might not really use. Now, you're saving out also on your infotainment system. The interior being one of the bigger places to save money, it may be one of the bigger places you should pay attention to. So the infotainment, you do have the 6.5 inch screen right now, the 8-speaker audio system, okay? It does have AM and FM Bluetooth radio, but if you were to add this package with the 8.8 inch screen radio, all right, with navigation, you're looking at $950. Okay, so you see how small the screen is here. It doesn't fill out all the way. Here is where it stops, where you see the time. That's where it stops, okay? So you can fill out the rest of this space, but it's gonna cost you $950, and that's gonna give you navigation as well. But that's not even sound. Sound, if you need the Harman Kardon sound system, which what you'll do is look here, and you'll have a Harman Kardon speaker here in an aluminum. If you don't have that speaker there, in order to get that sound system, the premium audio is going to cost you $900, okay? So you're looking at $950 for the Bluetooth 8.8 inch screen and $900 for the radio. So another two things with the driver's dynamic static package, the audio and the infotainment, that you save a big chunk on by just going with the system that Alfa has already in place. Now, continuing on with our interior savings, and that sport package for the $2,500 package, you're saving on your trim. your trim would be done in aluminum, a brushed aluminum, if you have the sport package. You can also do the upper part of the door here in leather, and you can do stitched leather with that. You can also do the dash here wrapped in leather, and you can do stitching with that. You do not have those options in this here, but it saves you money on that package. Also, if you were to turn around here, the seats. These seats are the standard seats. But if you want the sport seats with the perforated leather, the extra bolstering, the thigh support, and also with that having the heated seats and heated steering wheel options, then that's part of that sport package. So you're really saving out on that. You're also saving if you don't want your pedals here in aluminum and the rubber here is just fine, you'll also save there as well, as that's part of the sport package. So with that, you're saving on that, the seats here, okay, the steering wheel, okay, your trim there as well, and the moldings we talked about with the wheels. So you kind of decide if the $2,500 extra is worth those extra upgrades for you guys. It's just all subjective. There's no right or wrong answer here. Now, two things that I did forget to mention is that with the sport package, you'll also get the sport tune suspension, and you'll get the big Italian paddle shifters behind the steering wheel here. Now, you guys all know my preferences on these. I love the paddle shifters, I love the aluminum pedals and the sport package. Well, this is stuff you guys really don't need. If you don't need it, don't pay for it. Now, we know there are rumors that a larger Stelvio is coming, something larger that will accommodate more on the side of the Maserati Levante size. You know, it's just rumored. I know they've confirmed a few things, but I don't want to get into the he say, she say stuff until we actually get concrete plans and concrete cars. But a lot of people who come to look at the Stelvio say that it looks a lot bigger on the road, and when you get to see it, it's smaller in person. I think that it's got plenty of room for what you need, but a lot of people want third row seating, which is something that Alfa does not offer right now, neither does Maserati. So it's one of those things to where if you really want a third row seating car, these crossover Italian SUVs are not where it's really at. These are not meant to be big transporters like a Cadillac Escalade, a Tahoe, stuff like that. But for what these cars are trying to do, they do them very well. When they bring out the bigger models, and if that is a real thing, then that'll be a whole different segment of car. But for what these are, they are definitely killing the market. So I'm going to show you guys specifically this model, and then I'll show you the price of a higher spec model and the options on it, so you can see and put everything into relation that I talked about. Now right here, you have the base price of $41,995, okay? Lowest you can get. And then you have your destination charge, which makes ours at a $42,990, okay? But there's no optional equipment. I mean, it has all-wheel drive. They all have all-wheel drive on it. The zero EVAP vehicle tracking, owner's manual, everything, that whole thing, it's optional but standard. You see it says may replace standard equipment. That's all that is. There's no extra charge for that. So this is what you're looking at, and this is everything I talked about here. I'm just gonna let you see it in writing. And that is what's specifically on this vehicle. Okay, we'll go up top here. And that's it, a pretty quick list. So your combined city and highway fuel economy, you're looking at 24, your 22 city and 28 highway, 4.2 miles per gallon, 100 miles. That is your fuel economy, that is your annual cost for this vehicle. Alright, so now let's look at the Alfa Romeo Stelvio TI Sport all-wheel drive. The base price is already higher than our final price on our base model Stelvio at $43,995. Just skipping all of that, you're going down to $55,240 US dollars. Now, what do you get with all of that? Well, look at the optional equipment compared to where we had nothing as options on the base model. This has a little bit of everything in it. Even at Rosco Competition Tri-Coat paint at $2,200. But just scroll through all the extra things that this has. It's a lot of stuff to it here. So now let's take a look at the actual car and see what you get for that price, because that, you know, you go from $42,000 to $55,000. Let's see if you guys can do without these options, or when you see them on the car, you're like, okay, maybe I need to have those. First of all, let's start with the Rosco Competition paint. Very, very deep in the pearl there. Nice sparkles. They did a great job with the paint. Then you're looking at the 20-inch wheels that I was talking about with the Continental tires. And you also have those red calipers with the white script. Okay, part of that TI Sport package. Also part of that TI Sport package, the gloss black window surround with the gloss black roof rails. So you'll see those on here, or sorry, matte black roof rails. Gloss black window trim, matte black roof rails. You're also looking at that $1,350 dual pane sunroof with the gloss black antenna. Okay, so that's gonna be part of the, sunroof package there, all right? All right, now looking at our upgraded sound system, you do see that Harman Kardon speaker there that I was speaking of, which you didn't see it in the base model. Extra $900 for that surround sound system. Now here on the driver's side, you're gonna see a couple of things, okay? You're gonna see those big Italian paddle shifters as part of that TI Sport package. You're also gonna see the heated steering wheel grooves here. So you see right there where the line is, and right here where it cuts off, that's where the heated steering wheel is, all right? You're also gonna see those aluminum pedals that are part of that TI Sport package. Then you'll see right along here, the sport seats, okay? Sport seats with the perforated leather, the side bolstering here, okay? The extra thigh bolstering or thigh support where you pull this up, and I can't do it, but here's a lever. It's kind of hard to do from this angle, okay? You also have that there. Other things you're gonna not see right off the back is the driver assistance static and dynamic package, but you will see here that you do have part of that package right there on the steering wheel there, okay, for your driver assistance, okay? You'll also see right here for the lane keep that you have that there as well. So you won't see it, physically, but you do see the buttons and the functions for that. You also won't see right away, but you'll see that the 8.8-inch screen is there, navigation as well. Everything that's on that sticker is here on this TI Sport. So ladies and gents, here's my question. After seeing what the base model can get you, an Alpha White, an Alpha Red, an Alpha Black, would you go with an Alfa Romeo Stelvio in any one of those colors with the same options, okay? With the same options being just the standard options. Is this enough car for you? If it is, by all means, go check one out, go drive them at your local dealership. These are fun cars. They feel more like cars than SUVs, which is great because, like I said, there's no sacrifice. There's no compromising. You get the best of both worlds. It's almost tough to get a sedan when you can get something that looks just as good, but just a little bit bigger. That's it, and all-wheel drive. This is very within your reach. Definitely give this a look. I don't want you guys to shy away from these cars. I don't want you to sleep on them. That's why I wanted you to show what the base model looks like, what you get with it, and why it's a great car for the money. Now, we didn't pop the hood because it's always the same engine under there. I've shown it plenty of times. But I wanted to show you everything else and just, kind of preach it to you guys that you need to get into one of these cars. So with that said, it is a sweaty Ron's Rides right now. I need to get back in the AC, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and you learned a lot about the Stelvio. Like I said, everything that comes on here is just fine. The powertrain is the same as all of the Giulias and all the Stelvios. The transmissions, all the same as all the Stelvios and Giulias. So it really comes to options. What do you like? If you are a simple person and you just want a good looking car that functions, get into one of these. But if you want all the bells and whistles, get into one that we showed you. You want something in between, get into something in between. The options are limitless. I do not want to limit you guys. I just want you to get in these cars, have some fun. With that said, this is Ron's Rides. Make sure you comment below if you would take any of the base models or you have to go for the TI Sports, the TIs, everything like that. With that said, also give this video a like. It helps get me up in the rankings and definitely helps people see more of the channel and the videos. And check out the social media down below. I'm also doing an Alfa Romeo giveaway. So I'll link that to the end of this video along with the cheapest Alfa Romeo Giulia you can buy. So I'll link those two at the end of the video. But definitely check out the giveaway. That's going to be coming up soon. I'm giving up an Alfa Romeo water bottle. Watch that video. See how to win that. With that said, guys, I'll be talking to you in the next video. You guys stay blessed. Be easy. Talk to you then. Peace.